Hey guys, Armand here. I'm a 6'1", 200-pound man, and I'm doing a 2,000 calorie weight loss challenge with only 6 specific meals that I'm going to show you throughout this video. Now, if you just want to see my results and you want to see how my abs look, skip to the end. Let's go to like 10 minutes. I think it's about there. If not, and you want to understand the whole journey, stick and watch through the whole video. But either way, please go down, click the like button and subscribe as well. If you subscribe, you get 7 years free good luck. And that's proven, it's true. I've tested it over 2 months. So go and do that for me and enjoy the video. What I've been doing over the last, let's say, month is very flexible eating. So eating to my calories, very specifically eating to my calories, but flexibly. So I've been having like homemade healthy pizza, I've been having bagels, I've been having all sorts of food. And this time what I really want to do just for these 7 days and see what I can achieve is to actually do this sort of meal plan that I have. Not boring meals as such, but not the most adventurous either. So I'll show you my weight tomorrow morning, which would be day 2. And this morning I weighed in at 89.6 odd. I think it was 89.6, it wasn't less than that. So we'll see what we can achieve within this time frame. So this is one of the meals I can have for the 7 days, which is 200 grams of lean beef burger patties and just a green salad, and then I've just added some balsamic vinegar as well as sriracha. So it's technically day 2. Let me try that again. So it's technically day 2 of my 2,000 calorie a day grind on 6 specific meals, 3 times 2 specific meals. And I can definitely see I'm getting lean already. I was eating 2,300 calories previously, so a little bit more, but I can definitely see the changes already just from the little difference. Quickly want to share with you one of my favorite lunches, because this 2,000 calorie thing is hard. I don't think I've eaten 2,000 calories only in a very long time. So 2,000 calories is very tough. And once again, I'm only eating 6 different meals. So one of those meals is this. That's 150 grams chicken fillet, 200 grams of smashed sweet potato, which I love, it's lekker, it's filling, and then half a cup low-fat cottage cheese. Macros 560 calories for that whole meal, and that will keep me full until at least snack time a little later, where I'm going to have some more cottage cheese and rice cakes. And then after that, tonight, we're going to have some bear burgers and salad, which I'm always excited about. But this meal definitely fills me up the most. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I've got sriracha sauce. Sriracha sauce. I'm training at the moment. Quick note to self, I don't have to record every single training session. At the end of the day, if people that are interested in my workouts, they can ask. And there's a lot of content on my channel. I think I'm really driven into this YouTube experience at the moment. So I've got this camera and I've got this light on this table with this chair. And on this table, we have my laptop that will have whatever I'm trying to record or play, and then at the back there I'll put my camera. But then we also have over here where I'll put my phone up, record for like Instagram or whatever. If you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, at ari.fit. Should be simple enough to remember, ari.fit. And in saying that, go to the bottom of this page quickly and just like and subscribe to this channel. I haven't actually said that on any of my videos yet, but I'd really, really appreciate it. It does take a bit of time and effort, and I love doing this. So I'd really want to help a few more people as well with these challenges, but at the same time, I do want to help people lose weight, and I'm not charging a thing for it. So go and do that for me, if you would please. Okay, so today's breakfast is one of my favorites. Egg, avo, cottage cheese, toast, and zigzags of sriracha sauce. Isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to record everything. Oh, I forgot to.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say.
Okay, so this is lunch number 2. Can of tuna, 1 tablespoon mayonnaise, 2 slices of low-calorie bread, as well as a few greens, just to make it a bit better. Really good. So for dinner tonight, one of the other dinners on the menu, 150 grams chicken breast, cut into 1 cup of rice, and some veggies. Good morning, friends. So this morning we got 100 grams of dry weighed oats. Here, instant oats, berry flavor, with a bit of cinnamon and water. And then in here we've got a scoop of casein powder, 300 mils of water. Casein powder, why? Because I haven't tasted it on its own yet. That's why. Sunday morning, sunny South Africa. We're out on our walk, and I'm gonna take my wife and mother-in-law on a walk. Exercise is good for everybody. Interesting fact about South Africa: between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. every morning is the only time you're allowed out to go for a walk or any exercise within 5 k's of your house. So that's what we're doing. Abs are definitely showing a lot more. 88.5. You can probably tell that it's Monday, that my 2,000 calorie cut is over. So I wanted to explain a few things real quick about the program and how I got to the results I got to, which is pretty cool, right? So number 1, my weight drop was from 89.8 to about 88.7. So let's say about a kilo drop in weight, which is great, right? So when you're losing weight and when you're trying to get a little more shredded, what you're trying to do is you just want to reduce your weight by about 1% per week. That's a safe sort of range, and that's where you know you're not going to be losing too much muscle and that it's sustainable, right? You want to make sure it's a sustainable weight loss that you're going after. So in saying that, losing just about 1 kilo is just about right, because, you know, let's call it 90 kilograms. That's 900 grams, just shy of a kilogram. So I'm just about on point there. And what I experienced is that as I was going along with the weight sort of cut, as I was getting closer to day 7, my weight started reducing drastically. So where in the first 2 or 3 days, I maybe lost 200, 300 grams here and there, or not even, like 2 or 3 days, I maybe lost 200 grams. And then it started becoming a little bit more every single day. So it started becoming a lot more aggressive. And I think the reason for that is that, number one, glycogen stores were kind of getting depleted, and I could feel that yesterday. In yesterday's training session, it was kind of hectic. Being a 90 kilogram man, I need to be consuming about between 2,800 and about 3,000 calories a day to maintain my weight. So for me to, for 7 days, reduce my calories by almost 1,000 calories a day, 7,000 calories a week, is quite aggressive. It's quite hectic. So I don't know. I'm going to carry on with this. As you see now, I'm kind of having a refeed day, meaning that I'm going to go up to my maintenance calories at about 3,000 calories, mostly with carbs, and not all of those carbs are going to be good. I'm definitely enjoying having donuts. I'm going to have about 3 or 6 or 12 donuts today, and we're going to have a braai just now, a bit of a barbecue. So I'm definitely not going to restrict myself today. If I go a bit over maintenance calories, that's fine, but I'm not going to go to like 6 or 7 or 10,000 calories today. I don't want to undo all the work that I've done, because it is hard, right? I think, number one, the dieting is really mentally straining, because you are like, especially in the first few days. Yesterday I didn't feel too bad at all. In fact, yesterday I came in under my maintenance calories, or my goal calories, and I felt fine. But in the beginning, it's definitely mentally draining and straining, because you want to kind of be eating a little more to keep up your body's sort of tempo, and you're used to eating more, you're used to being more satiated. So you, number one, have to start getting creative with what you're doing, with the foods you're eating, and eating more calorically, sort of more volume dense and less calorie dense foods. That's why like sweet potatoes, like chicken breast, stuff like that are not that high in calories. That's why you didn't see me eat much red meat. And to give you an example, today I'll have a rump steak. I'll probably have a 200 gram or 300 gram rump steak, and that's going to have the equivalent calories of almost a kilogram of chicken, which is a big difference, and especially in how full you'll feel. So yeah, number one, mentally it's tough. Number two, physically, first 2 or 3 days when you're training, you don't actually feel much of a difference. You'll feel the same. You'll feel okay. You'll just kind of be thinking that you're hungry. But by the end of it, it's really, really hard to push your body to where you would want to generally, and be able to generally, because your body's kind of in the space of not having enough calories to work with. And your glycogen stores are depleted, and you need to top that off, and the best way to top that off is with carbohydrates. So in saying that, is it possible to be able to have a calorie deficit like this for a month? Absolutely. Of course it's possible. It's just not the most comfortable way to live, and if we're honest, if you and I, we're trying to do this sustainably, I'm sure we're trying to lose weight for the long term and also build good muscle along with it, we don't want to just have it work today and not tomorrow. So can you maintain as big a caloric deficit, let's say 800 to 1,000 calories a day caloric deficit, comfortably for the rest of your life? Definitely not. Because at the end of the day, you'll just kind of wither away, number one. And number two, it's just not comfortable. You want to actually be able to still enjoy your life and enjoy the foods you're eating and enjoy things. So yeah, after today, I'll definitely go back and I'll carry on with that diet. I'm not going to eat the 6 specific meals again. That was just for this challenge. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make sure that I'm sticking to about 2,000 calories a day, because I've got 1 or 2 more kilos to go. So let's say 2 more weeks to go. And then I'll probably slowly start increasing my calories again to my maintenance calories. I want to get to a range where, let's say I get to 87 kilograms in body weight. I want to get to a place where I can maintain that weight or put on 100 grams a week, because then I'll be more confident that the weight that I'm putting on is muscle instead of fat. In fact, I don't want to have to bulk up, in inverted commas, in order to put on muscle, because that's not true. So you can still be in a caloric not caloric deficit, in a maintenance calories in order for you to put on muscle. You don't have to put on a ton of fat in order for that to happen. So we're going to see what we can do. So far I'm quite happy with the results. At the end of the day, a lot of this is about learning how your body works. A lot of it is knowing what you're talking about. It's very important to take, and especially if you're watching this from an educational standpoint, looking for a weight loss solution from me, look at what I've done and what the results were for me. I'm not telling you that this will work for you. Biology says that it will work for you, so I don't see any reason why it won't work for you. But at the same time, like, it might not work for you, and that just might be the case with your body. And this is not saying you're somatotype type. It's not got to do with endomorph, ectomorph, all that crap. That is a very small percentage, and you can't blame that for you not getting to your physical goals. I want to share with you quickly the amount of working out that I've done over the last 7 days. Also to give you a good sort of number to go off of, okay? So if you look there, that bottom week, or the bottom line that's all checked off, that was this past week. To give you an idea of my average sort of calorie burns throughout that, and once again, please keep in mind that your Apple Watch and the Apple app is not going to be the most accurate data tracking software you can have for your calories, but it's perfectly inaccurate. In other words, it will always give you a similar reading for similar activity levels, whether that's off a little bit or on a little bit, it doesn't matter, as long as you're able to track sustainably and consistently for a long sort of period of time. So most of the time, if you look at it, I'm actually just going to show it here, see if you can see. Most of the time, my burned calories is about 1,000, even with a day off. I might be going the wrong way, but either way, I'm doing about 1,000, 1,200 calories burnt a day, which is significant, right? So I'm generally going for an hour walk in the mornings, because in South Africa that's what we can do, and then in the evenings I'm doing about half an hour of weightlifting, which is these are my weights right now. So I'm doing about an hour of half an hour of weightlifting a day, and what that's giving me is then another 45 minutes on the bicycle every single night. So it's not easy, it's certainly not easy, but it's certainly doable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate your support. I'm really just trying to help a lot more people with weight loss and trying to kind of understand it and simplify it, because there's a lot of confusing information out there on the internet every shred, and I don't want you to kind of fall victim to that. So I'm experimenting on me so that you can see what works on my body, and you can decide what you want to try for you.